Welcome aboard, explorers! We're back in the home office. So of course it's time for the next top 5.
5? I thought it was 3.
3? Is it 3?
No, it's 5.
No.
Oh, who's that?
Buzz Lightyear.
He would know.
Yeah, of course. Space Ranger.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So, what we're talking about, you probably think we're going to go back to something Disney, and we're not. We're just rambling.
Not today.
For fun.
This is just our regular vernacular.
No, for today, we thought we would tell you guys because it's something as our YouTube channel grows and people find out more about us and our travel agency. You know, we've started talking to some new prospective clients, and people always want to know, what's the benefit of using a travel agent?
In case this is your first time tuning in, full disclosure, we are travel agents. There's a lot of misconceptions about, I think, travel agents in general, or just how it works working with a travel agent and what the process is like. So we're here to kind of clear some up and just to have some clarity of why you should maybe use a travel agent.
We had to do it for ourselves before we became travel agents, because if you're like me, you used to think, why on earth would I pay someone else? I can go right online and book it myself.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna get to that.
Yeah.
Not to say that you absolutely have to. We're not trying to be salesmen here. Just this is the question we get probably the most often. But let's get to the countdown. Let's talk about why you might want to consider using a travel agent.
Yeah.
So reason number 5 is that we're fluent in travel.
Yeah, and what we mean by that we're fluent in travel, is that us, for sure, and I think most travel agents, they get into this business because they love to travel. That's something they're passionate about. I know it's something we're passionate about.
In fact, the time of this video posting, we will be probably headed down to Miami to go on a 9-night cruise ourselves.
Yeah, we are constantly experiencing and going on vacations that maybe you might be interested in. So we have experience doing the trial run, so we can give you tips on how to do it better.
Exactly, and you see that in a lot of our videos. That's why we made these videos in the first place, is to show people these different kind of travels and to hopefully give you some helpful hints and tips and information that might make it better for you if you're considering doing something. Even if we haven't done something ourselves, we usually know someone we can talk to. We have a client who's done it. We know different people we can reach out to. In my case, I used to work at Disney, so there's people there I can connect to. We're always talking, we're always getting updated on the latest things, we're always getting newsletters and all that kind of stuff to keep us informed. So we have a lot of resources at our disposal, and we're traveling all the time. Like you said, most travel agents are. So you're constantly experiencing new things that you can share with you guys. You'll find that I think most travel agents kind of have a niche. They kind of have a speciality. Ours is cruises, mostly with like Royal Caribbean, Disney, Carnival, Norwegian, the big family lines. And then of course theme parks, Disney and Universal, as you guys know if you watch our videos, we're there all the time. So that's number 5. Just we have a wealth of information and resources at our disposal to help pass that on to you guys so that you can help be more informed. So that will take us to number 4. Number 4 is, of course, everyone's always looking for a good deal.
Of course.
Of course. So we always, like I said, we get newsletters all the time. We're finding out about all the latest trends in travel, but we also find out about all the latest promotions.
Yeah, which, I mean, is a huge deal. We travel all the time. We understand that not everybody can travel all the time, so you really kind of need to get the bang for your buck when you are able to go. And we have all the promotions at our disposal at once that we can sift through and find the best one that works for you. Yeah,
and this is really applicable to cruises. This is probably where this mainly comes into play. But you know, we can get stuff with theme parks and other kinds of travel, land tours and things like that. But cruises especially, that's where we get a lot of, I think I said especially.
Usually it's me who says the words weird.
Yeah, especially. Another thing we kind of have at our disposal with that is what we like to call the rate watcher.
Yeah.
Which is basically that if you book a cruise with us, if suddenly a new promotion starts with that cruise line that offers a better rate than what you booked at, we can switch it to that new rate. Whereas if you just booked on your own and you paid with the cruise line, they're not gonna tell you, hey, this is cheaper now, rebook it. So, but we will.
It's not a hard science. It's not the same with every cruise line with the same, or even the same cruise line with different sailings. It all varies.
Also, there's certain cruise lines and vendors that they offer multiple promotions and rates at the same time, and you don't even know it. You'll just go on and you'll search and it'll give you this rate, when in actuality we can see all of the different rates that they have going on, all of the promotions that they have going on.
We'll take the time for you to pay attention of when the rates change.
Yes.
Which, you know, can be a time-consuming thing.
So just as an example, I have a client that I've been working with looking at Royal Caribbean Cruise, and I know that there's a new promotion that's about to start here in a week or so. So I let them know that, hey, this one's gonna start and it could be better for you if we wait and do it then. So it's just making the best decision that you can, of course, getting the best bang for your buck, as we said. And then that kind of will segue nicely into number 3, which is that we have a lot of software and more resources at our disposal. If someone calls us up and they say, we wanna go on a cruise, we don't know. We don't know what we want to do. We just want the cheapest one. We can go on our software, we can put in what the dates they're looking for, and boom, it's gonna give us all the results of all sailings at that time, and we can sort by price, we can sort by trip length. So, or if someone calls and says, I know when I wanna go. I wanna go this time, I wanna go on this cruise line, I don't know which ship I wanna go on, boom, we can get all the listings for what might meet their criteria or their parameters. It comes up instantly, and we're able to sort and filter through that as well. So we're really able to narrow the scope for you.
I think we're able to sift through sailings a lot easier, especially when you are looking through multiple cruise lines. You know, you don't have to go to Royal Caribbean and look at what they have at that time, and then go to Norwegian and look and see what they have at that time. We can just look at it all at once and tell you all the options. I think it's more efficient, and I think it also gives better results in really finding exactly what you're looking for.
I agree. And another thing that a lot of people won't think of is that, let's say for example, you go to Royal Caribbean's website and you see that there is a balcony stateroom available on the sailing you want to go on. Great, it's available. What it doesn't tell you is that there's only one available. When we go on, we see how many are left in the inventory that's available for purchase by the public. Just to give you an example, an idea, that's something where that would come in handy on the travel agent end.
I feel like we are accessible to more information than the general public, and we can use that to your advantage.
Yes, saving you time, saving you effort, doing things to your advantage. That leads us right into number 2, hassle-free. It's on us. It's our job to help you and make sure everything goes as smoothly as possible. And hopefully, and most of the time, you won't have any issues. But in the event that you do, you'll have someone on your side. Not to infringe there, but to help go to bat for you and get things resolved and get things taken care of.
I feel like everyone can relate to feeling stressed out when they're planning for a vacation, trying to figure out exactly what they want to do and figure out what the best deal is, and trying to coordinate a bunch of different schedules between family members. It can be a lot sometimes. It can be a lot of balls to juggle, especially when you have a job or you're taking care of kids or any of the normal stuff that goes on in your life. But this is our full-time job. We have time to take the time to get it exactly how you want and to manage all these things that can sometimes feel overwhelming.
Just the other day, I had a client, we needed to get something settled with their cruise line, and because of some things that came up, it ended up being 3 hours in total on the phone. The client wasn't on the phone for 3 hours with the cruise line, I was. And I'm not complaining, that's my job, but I'm just illustrating to you the point that if you have a travel agent, you need something handled, you call them up and say, hey, I just need this, they're gonna get your information really quick, then they're going to get in touch with the vendor, get in touch with the company that you're traveling with, and they're gonna iron all that out. Plus, I think it helps too, you know, sometimes businesses, they might wanna be a little stubborn about making up for things or assisting guests the way they should. But when you have a company behind you, or you have a business presence behind you that reaches a wider base than just you, the lone consumer, I think that carries a little more weight.
You don't have to go through the stress of putting up the fight. We'll do it for you. That's what we're here for.
But not just negative things like that. I mean, group travel, that's another great example. If you're going as a big group, getting that organized. You've done weddings for sandals.
Sure.
I've done ladies cruises. We've done family reunion things, class reunion type stuff where we got all of these things organized together, and it's just much easier to handle when you give all that information to the travel agent, who then gets in touch with the cruise line or the resort or theme park or the vendor, whoever it may be, all-inclusive resort, whoever it is, and they give them that information at once, so everything goes in together.
Yeah.
Everything's booked together as a group, everything's linked, and it just makes it that much simpler.
Certain things are more preferable, like your cabins being right next to each other. It's easier for us to find a group of cabins and place you all together than, you know, person A going online and booking a cabin and calling and saying, okay, I'm in this number, now you try to get this number, is it available? You know, we can just boom, 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 and it's done.
So that's number 2. It's hassle-free.
It's just meant to be easier. And if you've watched any of our videos before, you know our phrase, happy travels.
Yeah.
We want happy travels, but not just for us. We want everyone to have happy travels, because that's what it's about. It's about spending time with each other. It's about enjoying life, enjoying your time with the people that you care about. And I feel like that is so much more accomplishable when you are not feeling the pressure and stress of organizing and planning. We'll do that for you.
Exactly. So I know what you're probably thinking now. Okay, well that all sounds great, but is it worth it? Is it worth it? Why should I pay you? Maybe I can just get away with it. Well, that's number 1. It's absolutely free.
It's free to use us.
It costs nothing. And what that means is that you will not pay us any additional.
Yeah.
Your price of travel will not increase.
No.
If you see cruise XYZ on whatever line's website for $2,000, guess what? If you call us, it's $2,000.
Yeah.
Or even better, because we had a group rate that we could book into, or a special offering, or maybe we can throw in something additional to make it even better for you. But the point is that it will never be more. There is not a charge, there's not an increase in price, it is absolutely free. It's like a full disclosure, because people always wonder, like, well, how does that work? Like, why?
How do we get paid then?
Yeah, so we get paid, it's commission based. So every sale that we make with that vendor, they will pay us a commission percentage for booking that for you. It's like a finder's fee.
It's exactly like a finder's fee. I mean, essentially, it's just the vendors are, instead of them taking their whole piece of the pie, they give a piece to us for facilitating a travel with their company. We can only speak to how our travel agency works.
Right.
There may be travel agencies out there who do tack on some extra commission for themselves.
To be fair, there are some things that would be kind of required.
Right.
They might go into more vacation planning for you, but in general, most travel agents, for standard booking a travel, there's not a charge for that.
But yeah, that is definitely the question that we get the most, or that's something people want to know about before, we start providing services for them is, what's the fee going to be, or is it going to cost more, kind of thing. And that's definitely why this deserves to be our number 1, because it is an absolute no. We are free to you. We do get paid, but it is not at any expense to you.
Yes, that's a perfect way of putting it.
Yeah.
So those are our top 5 reasons why you should use a travel agent, or maybe why you should consider using a travel agent, and maybe can dispel some misconceptions.
And I do want to throw in there too is that, travel agents aren't for everybody.
Right.
It honestly probably wouldn't have been for us. I think that's why we became travel agents, is because we were so used to doing it ourselves, and we enjoyed the process of finding and looking and hunting and things like that. So I'm, just to be perfectly honest, not everybody is maybe suited to have a travel agent, and that's okay. We are certainly not trying to force our services on you, or trying to
use a travel agent.
We are really just trying to clear up any misconceptions, or just trying to give information of what a travel agent like us could do for you if it's something that you've thought about before. Do you enjoy planning and you enjoy that process? you go for it because it is your vacation. And if you get joy from that, then good on you. That's great. But on the same note, if you're someone who feels stressed or you really don't have time to do it, or you just need help, you need more information, then a travel agent might be a good option for you.
And although you make a great point that if you love planning your own travels and stuff, you might not want to use a travel agent, I would say that maybe you could consider still doing it. Plan it all out yourself, find exactly what you want, then call us up or shoot us an email and say, this is what I want, because then you will get all of those. You still got to plan it and have fun picking in all of that, but then you would still have those built-in benefits of using someone.
That's very fair.
Just a thought. So just a quick recap. Number 5, we are fluent in travel. We go all the time. You see our videos. So
we love
it's true. Number 4 is that we know about all the promotions. We can watch the rates. We can help you switch to a better one. Numero 3 is that we have more resources and software at our disposal. We have a lot of people that we partner with, a lot of great people that help with doing all these different things. So it just makes the whole process smoother and easier. 2 is that it's hassle-free for you. We get to handle all the headaches and stay on hold for 3 hours and call back and back and back and get the guy to redo the payments because he didn't add it up right the first time. Never mind all that. That's for us to deal with.
That wasn't totally a recent instance or anything like that.
And number 1, it's free. It's free to you. It costs nothing.
Yes.
Everybody wins.
Yeah.
Again, that's the point to take away.
I know this is kind of maybe a more serious top 5 than we've had, and that's not purposeful or anything like that, but just more so, we just wanted to give you this information.
Thank you so much to everyone who has watched our videos and subscribed, by the way, and comments. We love talking to you guys. Some of you have had some great questions, and we've made some great connections and gotten to meet some of you, and that's been really great.
We are really enjoying this, and we're enjoying talking to you, and we're very humbled by the positive feedback so far, and we really appreciate it, and we want to keep doing it more, so yeah, please keep watching.
Yeah, but to your point, there is about to be a lot of fun and exciting and adventurous top 5s that are on the way starting next week.
Yes.
So we have something.
Next week will be a fun one.
We have a little fun. It's not that it's anything too exceptionally.
No, we're not going to the moon or anything like that.
Or are we?
Ooh. Get your spacesuit on. Get your spacesuit on, cause we're going to the moon, then to Mars, and then Saturn. We'll ice skate on the ring. Be an adventure, wouldn't it?
Hook! But that'll be fun. Make sure you keep an eye out for that. I think you guys will enjoy that. But we wanted to give you this information and just kind of explain what the situation is. So with that said, we're gonna wrap up today's top 5. Be on the lookout for all the exciting things we have coming up. And as always, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, you wanna get in touch with us some way, you can leave us a comment down below. You can hit us up through our email. All of our travel agent information is on the end of all of our videos that we post. Our social media as well, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. You can hit us up on those, find all that information on our YouTube channel. Head to our website, hoffmanhappytravels.com, and we'd love to hear from you as always. So we're gonna sign off for today. Happy travels.
Happy travels.